After 2.5 years, Clara Munchnik can always be seen visiting with her regular customers.
We came from Central Asia of former Soviet Union, from capital city Tashkent. I heard the Americans are very conservative, but in our restaurant I cannot say this. Our customers like everything.
Did you know when you came to this country that you were going to open a restaurant?
No, I got catering in Russian and my life was very hard, and when I left Russia I told never ever I will be in food business, but maybe God wanted this, and that's why I'm again in the restaurant.
Clara Munchnik, and now you're really the chef. I mean, you created all the recipes.
I'm the owner, I'm the chef. It's all my recipes. I like this business, and I like to prepare everything with my hand, and it's my hobby.
Before we eat food, though, we have to talk for a minute. It's very important that you do things right and you respect the culture. So, my friend Vadim has told me that there's, besides, of course, saying the traditional Nistrovia, you have to, of course, have the pumpernickel and pickles.
That's right.
And I'm going to follow your lead, and you're going to tell me how to do this.
The most traditional way is to...
stay on him.
That's right. Smell a piece of your pumpernickel bread very thoroughly, very thoroughly. You can't cheat on that one. You say the toast na zdrowie, which means to your health. You drink your shot of vodka, preferably you drink the whole shot, but half of the shot at this restaurant is okay too. I'll do the full one.
Okay, there you go.
The full one.
Okay,
sounds great. And then we chase it with a pickle. Okay. Na zdrowie, to your health. Thank you. Excellent. And then
I've never spent an evening
beautiful
sniffing the pumpernickel. Why do they do this?
Actually, they do it to extend the enjoyment of the vodka. It makes it very smooth, very pleasant. There is no aftertaste.
What's exciting to me about your restaurant, and it's about 2 years old now.
2.5. Thanks to all of you. Yes, thank you.
My pleasure. Is that the image that I think most Americans had, and my heritage is Russian, of the food, is that it was starchy, it was fatty, it was all peasant food, and in fact the Heart Association just gave you an award because you've got such a great vegetarian menu.
Absolutely.
Why do you refer to this as Russian tea?
Well, basically, this is our private blend that we're very proud. It's a blend of Darjeeling, Ceylon, and the blackcurrant. And the tea, as much vodka, it's two national beverages in the former Soviet Union. We serve it in a beautiful cup, and we should serve it with the cubed white and brown sugars. Both are healthy, natural sugars. Two national staple soups of any Slavic culture. The hot borscht is a soup of beets and cabbage, and it has a little sweet and sour taste, and it's a staple among many Jewish and Slavic cultures. The cold borscht is fully vegetarian. It's a soup of beets and vegetables, hard-boiled potatoes. We top it off with the fresh cucumbers, green onions, hard-boiled eggs, and sour cream, and it's delicious. It's very refreshing.
This is your stuffed cabbage, which is truly one of the more popular dishes.
This is really the basic, what we call a peasant's meal, but it's extremely tasty. It's a stuffed cabbage. It's made the Ukrainian Polish style. In Russian we call it galupci. It's also internationally known as halupki in Polish or Ukrainian. And it's a stuffed cabbage around the stuffing of beef and rice. We simmer it with a tomato sauce, and it has a little sweet and sour taste, the traditional taste of Eastern Europe. Sturgeon is really a delicacy even in Russia, where the sturgeon is coming from. It's coming from Caspian Sea. What we do is just we smother it with a sour cream, a little bit of spices, and we grill it to perfection.
To perfection.
That's right. Our Georgian beet caviar is probably one of the most popular vegetarian dishes. It's beets, prunes, and walnuts with a touch of mayonnaise, and it's outstanding, special taste. No, actually, the caviar comes from the methods of purification. We make it like a puree. Pheasant is one of the most popular wild game dishes. This is roasted pheasant. We smother it with a paprika and roast it with walnuts, pomegranate sauce, and the prunes. And pomegranate juice and walnuts and prunes are very predominant in Armenian cooking.
Let me just touch base with that. Your food is not Russian food. It's the former Soviet Republic, which includes, as you mentioned, Armenia, Poland,
Baltic states, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Central Asia, and also Kafkas region, which includes in itself Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan.
What's the best caviar in the world?
And the best caviar comes from beluga sturgeon from the Caspian Sea, but we also have a wonderful selection from the River Amur, which is, I guess, the second best place for the malasol, which is unsalted caviar.
Normally you start a traditional Russian meal with the caviar and some champagne or vodka, but he was delayed because my friend Vadim sent a special Aeroflot jet out to get this.
As always, it was slightly late, though.
It was late. Traditional Russian, they're very authentic. Now we've got the Petrosian caviar.
Sevruga.
But we've got the beluga here from the river.
River Amur, yes.
Now, I've never tried that, so let's open this up and we'll grab this here. Now, what is the difference between the two?
Well,
this is a larger egg.
Right, basically, we serve the three sorts of sturgeon caviar: Asietra, Sevruga, and Beluga. Beluga being normally more expensive for its larger roe, and because the way it breaks in your mouth, and for its special taste. Sevruga is usually of the smaller sturgeon, which can be only found in the Caspian Sea.
Let me just mention that you're drinking Armenian brandy there.
Yes, actually it goes very close to the Caspian Sea. Could be a very special 6-year-old Armenian brandy. Yes. Okay, basically, we've put a little bit touch of melted butter on our bread, and basically, you just enjoy it. Just spread.
We're at the Russian Tea Time on Adams Street. What's your phone number? What's your address?
We're at 77 East Adams, which is corner of Michigan and Adams, and our phone is very, very easy to remember.
360-0000.
Yes. Thank you. When people ask how we were able to get the phone number like that, I said it was a special Russian corruption methods that we used with Ameritech.